Welcome back to another final table commentary. We got that 10K 8 game. Oh, things are gonna get silly. Oh, how things are going to get silly. At least we got a stacked final table. We got NASA, we got Stevie, Raul Gonzalez. I think I've seen some fun stuff from them before. Hot Mark with the short stack. Clockwise with a big stack. 1.6 million chips. Holy shit. And we got Go Leafs Go A. And No Shock, our very short stack, 440k. Starting things off with Limit Hold'em. NASA with a pair of sixes, looks to be good. Gonzalez is going to need an ace or a 5. 8 on the river. Won't change nothing. Gonzalez will fold ace high on the river. Ooh, we see aces. Go Leafs folded the ace high, about 21 bigs under the gun. That's kind of irrelevant. No action for the aces, that's a damn shame. I see a king and a jack for NASA, that looks like fun. Not too sure what the ranges are like in the old no limit game. What do we do with a7? In the muck? And jack 9 hits the muck as well. Ace and a queen for Stevie. No action. Huh. So we've seen a lot of raise and just folds. I suppose with the shitty hands that people are being dealt, makes a lot of sense. Queen 10 for No Shock. Super short. We'll just move along. Ace high board, clockwise leads. The queen high defends, but will fold on the turn. Hot Mark hanging in there with about 23 bets. Big bets. King and a deuce raising the button, and ace 9 goes for the 3 bet. King 2 comes along. Flops no pair, takes a stab, turns top pair. Wow. Ace high coming along again. Will you pay off the river bet? He does, and he sees the bad news. Pretty shitty deal there for Hot Mark. No Shock with the ace and the jack, raising it up. Stevie has an ace in the big blind, but most likely going to be dominated here. Still comes along. I wonder, No Shock probably still has some broadways that are suited, so maybe the ace high could be good. Stevie says maybe it's not good. Yeah, so we see even an unsuited Broadway, No Shock. After taking down a pot, we'll raise King Queen under the gun. Raul comes along with the 9s. King high board. No spade, I wonder what the hell we do with 9s. Goes check, check, 5 spades on the turn. Facing a bet, the 9s just fold. Queen 9 for clockwise, facing another 3 bet from Hot Mark 7s. No Shock with a7 in the big blind just quickly folds. Very shitty flop for 7s, and the turn is even worse. 1-liner to a queen, clockwise will take it with the straight. And Hot Mark puts in another 3 bet here. Ace, ace, king, queen comes along, picks up the flush draw, and it's dominated. That was very quick, but king, queen unimproved on the river just folded to a bet. Wow. I think I like that about Limit Hold'em, where it's like the raises are so obvious with what you do against them. It makes playing the game a little bit easier. Or with No Limit Hold'em, obviously you can use any size you want, so if somebody wants to throw in some over bets or small bets, everything is so dynamic. Whereas in this game, it's just straightforward. I wonder how long the blinds are. They're probably fairly long, as this is a 10K. I don't think it's the main event. I don't think the 8 game got a main event that year. No Shock with 4s. Don't do it. I see jacks in the big blind. Queen deuce for clockwise, just super deep Doesn't give a shit. Queen deuce O. Raising it up. Firing away on the 8-8-6 flop. Stevie re-raises with jacks. And the raise gets through. Ace and a queen for clockwise. This will be interesting. Even if no shock folds, we got a few playable hands. Raul folds queen jack. 10-8 suited in the small hits the muck. And even if everybody else folds, NASA calls the sixes and flops a boat. Okay. Alrighty, Roo. What do you do here? He just calls. Giving ace queen a chance to fire away. Puts in the raise on the turn. And he will get the fold once straights get there. Ace and a jack for Raul. He's gonna bump it up. We'll see if no shock defends the queen 8 in the big. Stevie's thinking about something with 5-3 suited. In position, we'll just fold and let it go. Switching it on up. Limit Omaha high-low. Oh, this game is ridiculous. I'm glad we only get to play it for a little bit. Hot Mark is going to fold to 10s at some point. Stevie, we've got some chips to throw around. Double suited king 8-3 deuce. Have some interesting low potentials. NASA with the queens with a suit. Couple low cards to boot. Even sticks in a 3-bet here, understanding Stevie's going to be doing this, getting after the pot quite wide. And Stevie flops quite well here. Diamonds with a low draw. Does he have a straight draw? Not quite. Min bet. Surely isn't folding, thinking about raising. Plays call. Makes a low on the turn. Picks up a straight draw to a 5 as well. Queens check. And queens hold for half the pot here. Ace on the river. It's not an easy call, but I wonder what you do. He makes a low with the 4-3 as well. So even if you're winning the high pot, maybe you win the low. He will just fold in the end and Stevie will scoop it. Ace 6-9 deuce double suited for Stevie. Raising it up. That AC deucey, the nut low draw. What's going on here? 7-6 leads on out with ace 4 as a low. What in the world? Making 2 pair on the turn, but so is Stevie. 8 on the river. Who's got a straight? 7-6 play a straight. The 6-9 play a straight. We're both playing a straight. Oh, that's funny. Oh, but he got 3/4 because Stevie had the low. I didn't even realize that. Oh boy. I was thinking about it for a second, but then I didn't fully comprehend the situation. Anyways, no shock with an AC deucey. Deuce on the flop is horrific. As ace 3 has the nut low draw now. King on the turn. Pretty well locking up the pot for Gonzalez. Will he get any value here from the ace deuce? Surely not. No heart draw, no nothing. Stevie with a suited ace, a 3, 7 and a queen, huh? Just need a couple low cards and a suited ace and it's good enough to play. Clockwise takes their turn with a suited ace. And some low bullshit. Speaking of low bullshit, 7-5-3 deuce in the big flop and bottom 2. Nut straight for clockwise. Turning the nut flush draw 2. 3 pair now for Stevie, looking for 5-7 a deuce. King on the river. 8-6 still the nuts. 3 pair pays the bet and sees the bad news. Clockwise even had a low as well. Scoops the whole thing. Ace King 5 deuce for Gonzalez will raise this on the button. I wonder what Nazza does here. Okay, facing a 3-bet now, it's just a fold, right? But I'm wondering how strong it is. Ace, queen, jack, 8. You've got a really bad low. You've got a suited ace and 3 high cards. So Nazza says this is good enough to come along, okay. And then Gonzalez is just priced in a call. I can't imagine raising is great news. Probably just want to go to a flop. Jack 5 deuce. No flush draws. Stevie with a pair of queens still. Nope, it's not good. My bad. 5 deuce for Gonzalez in the lead. Nazza's going to stick in the raise though here. With top pair. Uh-oh. He's got the low draw as well. And 2 pair for Gonzalez is like, well, what do I do here? He just folds the best hand. Not surprised to see that. Ace on the turn. 2 pair for both players now. Stevie's queens just got counterfeit there. Now he's playing the old ace 5, no low draw. Do. Nazza has a low draw, right? Doesn't matter. King on the river. Ace jack will take the whole thing, providing Nazza doesn't fold somehow. Ace 9 4 deuce for go, Leafs go. Ace isn't suited but still has the low potentials. Only 1 low card out there for them. Down. Still takes a stab on this king high board anyhow. And we go 3 ways to the jack turn. Flush draw for Gonzalez, straight draw to a queen. An 8 would also do. So second nut straight. Queen 10's the best hand. Nobody really has much, so I can't imagine there'll be much action for him. Ace 5 for no shock. Ace 5 4 jack. Whoops. He has 4 cards, not just 2. Stevie will raise the suited ace with a few low cards. Yeah, he's gonna get it through. Ace, king, queen, 6, 4 go, Leafs go. Super short, gonna limp it in, gonna face a raise. Going to the queen 9 6 flop. Straight draw for clockwise. Nope, that's a boat. Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boo. That's bad news. Clockwise makes a straight on the river here. Pays off another bet. Sees the bad news, sees a boat. Bum bum. Nazza, ace jack 3 4. Facing a raise from the king, king 7 5 with the suit. Ace high board, that's 3 pair for Nazza. There's a low with the 7 5. Nazza has a redraw to a low. Does he make a low on the turn? What the hell's going on here? King on the river. No! Clockwise at least wins the high. Okay, ace 3. Play ace. I think he's missing a card for a low. I don't think he makes a low. The flushes get there. Clockwise has 3 of a kind. I think he scoops the whole pot. Yeah, nice fold by NASA. Just an unfortunate river there. Doop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-ba-doo-doo. So we're switching things on up to Raz. Very silly game here. We're looking to make a low hand. So the pair of threes is horrific. Go Leafs Go knows that. Gonzalez picks up a nice 7 here. But Go Leafs Go makes a low to a 9. King is horrific for Gonzalez. Needs a low card that's not paired. He just picks up 3 of a kind, and that's bad news. Nice little pot there for Go Leafs Go. They were down to like 200 and some K, but now, after a few pots, up to 810. NASA showing a 3 could put in a raise, but Gonzalez with 3 to the 7 low will just take it down. NASA with 3 to 7 low. No shock, the same deal, but unfortunately the 3-4 slightly better than the deuce 6 for the time being. Dick-a-da-doo. 4 is great for no shock. 6 is pretty bad news for NASA. He's gonna need a deuce. Uh-oh, sticking in the race here. Unfortunate timing. No shock makes the low, but look at this. NASA makes a better low. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he makes the deuce. Wow, what a cooler there. No shock, out in 7th. Boo, 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 boo. What's going on here? Bring in for Stevie with the king, so Go Leafs Go. We'll raise it up. Hot Mark with 3 to the 7 low will come along. Boop-a-da-doo. Picking up a 5 good card for him. The 7-5 showing for Go Leaf Go. We'll check. I think the ace is low in Raz, isn't it? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. What's going on here? King showing. With the 6 deuce, what do we do? Gonna come along. Ace deuce 4 for Gonzalez. Ace 6 10 3 for Clockwise. 4 and a 9. Ooh, king's a bad card, but Clockwise makes a pair of aces. Interesting stuff. So Gonzalez makes a 9 low. 4 to a 6 low for Clockwise. So he makes a 10 low. That's funny, and the 9 low folds. Interesting hand there. Raise from the 10-5 deuce. Uh-oh, 4 looks good for Clockwise, but he actually makes a pair. So the 10-9 might want to fold, but he's got 5 deuce, so he comes along. 10 on what street? Was it 5th Street? My bad. Bad accounting. A7-8 for Hot Mark. Not too sexy of a hand, but might do something. Nope. With a king showing, it's very tempting to raise, so the 7-3-4 will stick it in. Clockwise with a 5 deuce comes along, picking up a 3. Good shit for them. queen is bad for go Leafs go, but he's still got some good cards there. The 7-4-3, picking up a 10. Not a big fan of this. Our hand's better until that card. Until the 6 came. Clockwise with a 9 low. Go Leafs go with a 10 low. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. What do we do? What do we do? Bam, bam, bam. Does find the fold in the end. What in the world's going on here? Is that a 7 low? Nope, 4 to a 7 low for Hot Mark. 4 to a 9 low for Go Leafs Go. King Jack 10 with the bring in. That's interesting. Nazar raises 8-7-5. Do. What's going on? Naza with a king low? What the frick? Pair of 6s for Hot Mark. That's no good. Did have 4 to a 10 low, but let it go. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. 8-7-5 for clockwise. We'll raise. Go Leafs go, bring in. 3 to a 10 low. The deuce 6 is tempting for Nazza, so he's gonna come along. Picking up a queen, just easily can fold now. What's going on? Stevie 8-7 deuce. Plays raise. Interesting stud hand. King Jack 10. Even though it's probably not that interesting, it's just interesting to my eyes. Ace 3-8 for Stevie. Puts in the 3-bet pre, or is this 2 bets? Sorry, I can't quite. Does the bring in count as a first bet? I think it wouldn't, because you have the opportunity to actually place a bet. So Hot Mark's raise might be the first bet. Although a big blind and no limit hold'em, when you place it, that's considered to be the first bet. So maybe the bring in does count as a bet. So is this a 2-bet by Gonzalez or the first bet? I don't know, but the pair of 7s will take it down pre. King 3 deuce with the bring in. 8-7-6 for clockwise, raise and takes it. As we start to play stud now. Much funner game than Raz. Things make a bit more sense. What's going on? A pair of 9s for Gonzalez. Interesting something. Ace of clubs. Interesting card for clockwise. Looks like you have some clubs going on over there. The pair of aces on the, I think 4th Street? 3rd Street? My bad. Forgot how to count. Anyways, clockwise with the aces, we'll take it. Has the ace king queen this time, picking up a shitty old 5. Stevie pairs the kings. Do you re-raise or just call? He does just call. Diamond for clockwise. Continues to fire away. Now Stevie will raise with the 6. I don't quite understand anything instead. I'm just learning, but it's quite funny to see when we raise and when we just call. Maybe you call on the first street just to let him catch up and pick up something. And then if he's going to continue to fire, charge him. Pair of 5s for Hot Mark, 3 of a kind for Gonzalez, 10s for Stevie. No straight draw, no flush draw. Might just find the fold here. 5's even easier fold. I don't think the ace queen 8 is interesting. The ace king 8 is a little interesting with a suited ace. Hot mark with jacks. Hot mark with jacks takes it. So I suppose those Broadway hands weren't that interesting. With the 8 to boot. Ace 5 deuce for clockwise. We're suited, but there's quite a few spades dead as 10 puts in the 2 or 3 bet, whichever one. I'm gonna go with 3 bet, making 3 of a kind on the turn. 8s pick up a spade, and also backdoor 10-9 straight, but with that being said, you see a bunch of 10s dead. Easy fold for Gonzalez there. 9s for Naza, going for a raise. Facing a 3 bet from the jacks. Nines call, pick up the queen of spades. 9 over there in goalie's hand. You might just find the fold now. He does call and picks up the king of diamonds. What am I talking about? Did I say spades? It's a fucking diamond, man. What's going on here? Naza's 9's still in there. Jacks and 5s for go leaf A goes for some value. Fold. It's really interesting with Naz's hand. He blocks so much of what go leaf go is representing. He's got the king. He's got the queen 10-9 or the queen 10 ace blocking pocket pairs. And then you see the king 9 deuce 5. There's so much disconnection there. So it's like he doesn't have a flush. He doesn't have a straight. He's really just repping 2 pair. And Naz is definitely just deep in the tank. Hopefully he can find one. Hopefully the matrix will let him know. Hey dear. Oh, the cat's being annoying?
Yeah.
I was gonna say he probably won't stay. Nazo raising the king 9-6. Interesting stuff. I think he was looking at some low bullshit, so maybe it was just a position to stab. 3 spades for Mark, but he's gonna fold looking at an ace over there. And go Leafs go does have the old Rockets. Stevie picking up an ace might feel like he's inclined to continue looking for a 4. Even though 1's dead, he continues. He blocks the aces. Gonna fold on what I believe to be 3rd Street. Stevie gets king, sticks in the raise. Jacks for Naza with the suited queen to boot. Will he come along? He's even gonna stick in a raise here. King's not going nowhere. 7's no help for Naza. Interesting king there for Naza. Might feel as if Stevie's less likely to have the pocket pair now. Stevie goes for the raise on the old 2nd Street. Is this 2nd Street? Is it the 3rd Street? It's the 1st street when you first get dealt your hand. Things I need to learn about 8 game. The terminology. What's going on? Naza with 2 pair. Stevie's king's no good. we'll check it down and see Naza making that jacks and sevens on the very last card there. Hot mark with ace, ace, jack, 2 hearts. Naza with 3 to a straight and his clubs as well. Do. Boo, 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 boo. What's going on? Queen jack 7, going for the raise, looking at a 3. Mark calls with the pair. 4s are still good for the time being. Oh, do. Do. Jacks for Stevie, aces, and 10s for Naza. What the hey? Stevie gonna need a jack or an ace. 2 of the aces dead, that's not good news. Jack on the last street. Wow. What do you know? Stevie makes the best of it. Aces and 10s facing a very small raise, as all the bets are small in the old silly stud game. Forced to call it off there. Stevie and Naz have been battling on out. Trading chips back and forth. Stud high low now. So the AC deucey strong starting hand, picking up a 7 as well. Interesting stuff for the Gonzalez with the pair 5s. 6 deuce 5, 3 to a low. 5s are still good here, as Naza gets no help with a 9. Just gonna find the fold and move along. Wow. AC deucey for clockwise, with the bring in facing a raise from Naz's 10s, and he's just gonna stick in the 3-bet. Gets called from the 10s. 6 for clockwise and a 4, so he's got 4 to a low. Naz is gonna have to try to hang in there. 3 to a flush. Gonna be difficult to hit that. Nicely done by clockwise just to put the pressure on the pair. Get the fold. Ba-doop, 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 boo, boo. Hot mark with an ace and a jack. He's got 4 to a flush. Kings for clockwise face up. Gonzalez drawing to an 8. Getting at fair price, we'll just find the fold. Still just a pair of kings for 3 of a kind. Hot mark doesn't hit his spade. Does he make a low? Looks like he doesn't. Gonzalez gets the aces. Hot mark just taught a little lesson there with the king jack 10 with 2 cards that are suited. Just hitting the muck. Interesting stuff. Lets me know that's just a fold, whereas I thought that might have been a play. I suppose part of what goes into that as well is Hotmark is in a very uncomfortable tied for last place position. We might want to find better spots instead of playing this highly volatile game with the high lows, where we're going to be guessing on some of these streets where we don't know if we're good or not. So Mark says we're just going to look for a better spot as we chop up the pot here. Because of course somebody's got a low, somebody's got a straight. Hot Mark with the aces. 3 to a low for Gonzalez. Picks up nothing on the first street and will fold. Brings it on in with 5-4 deuce. Picking up a pair of fours clockwise with 4 to a low. No straight draw comes along. Now he's open-ended. Jack or 6. 6 will do for half the pot. I believe Gonzalez has a low with the straight as well. So he's just going to get half of it. Clockwise getting a little lucky to make their straight there. Do-ka-da-do, do-ka-da-do. Do-ka-da-do, do-ka-da-do. What's going on here? 4 ways to this first street. What's going on? Stevie with pair 3s, 3 to a low. Naza with a straight draw to a 4 and 4 to a low. Plays re-raise. Getting the other 2 to fold there. Stevie comes along making 2 pair, 3s and 4s. Just a silly pair of 3 for Naza. He's going to need a 5, a 6, a 7. He does bang it off. But Stevie's open-ended right now. Any low card looks like it'll give him half the pot. I suppose not an 8. Right? Because Naza 7, 6, 5, 3. No, he's got 3 pair. Oh no, Naza has 3 pair. He plays call. 3 pair is good for half the pot. The low for Stevie will get the job done. Bam ba dum bam, bam ba da bam, bam ba da bam, bam ba da bam. Ba dum bam bam bam. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Naza's got a pair of 6s. Those are good. 3s for go leaf go. He's gonna have to bluff them off. I think if bet would work too, but he's gonna check and lose with the 3s. No low. Bam 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 bam. Ace 4-3 for go leaf go. Picking up a king, not the best card. He does have the best of it for the time being though. With the 8, he will bet it out and gets it through. Wow. Bada bow 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 bow. Bada bow 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 bow. Bow 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 bow. Bada bow 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 bow. Queens for clockwise, pair of 6s, and the flush draw for go leaves go. Doesn't hit it. Bad news bears for him. Bada bam bam bam. Bada bam 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 bam. Tens for Naza. 3 to a flush. Only 2 to a low for clockwise. Looking to make 2 pair. Still bombs away. The aggression's worked, so Who knows what you do here with a straight draw and a pair of tens. Scary old diamond comes too. Clockwise just continues to tell the story. Pair of aces now. Aces and tens for Naza. He's going to pay off the river bet. Sorry, I mean scoop the pot. Clockwise with 2 pairs as well. But the threes and deuces were no good. No low, so Naza just takes down a nice big pot. 8-5-4, clockwise 3 bets here. 8-4 deuce comes along. Both players pick up a Broadway card. Go Leafs go comes along. What? We'll have to fold on the second street there. Oh shit, now we're playing no limit hold'em. We are going to lose some players. Although, in 8 game, typically what you see is people tighten up during the no limit hold'em section. And then the big stack typically gets to play for fun. Clockwise with 10-2 deuce. 10-2. Wow, that was difficult to say out loud. 7s for Gonzalez. 6-handed poker game. Plays call. Flop in a set. Clockwise with middle pair will check. The set will bet. Hard to fold middle pair here. Even sticks in a raise, and we're going to get this in. Oh, a 6 or a jack. Nope, doesn't hit. Gonzalez gets a full double. Clockwise down to 1.7 mil. Interesting to see what Naza does here, facing the short stack in the big blind. With some shitty old 8-4. Queen 8 ripping it in clockwise. Are we priced into call for about 9 blinds? No, we're not with 9-7 suited. Ace 10 for Naza. Well, this will be fun. Hot mark with King 3. Oh, we're just folding. Okay, we move along. Ace 10 again for Naza. Gonzalez might defend the big with 10-8. Nope, we're just tightening things right on up. Okay. Deuces, stick it in. Get it through. King 8 goes for the raise for clockwise. Hot mark folds King 10. Facing an early position raise. It's pretty scary there. Naza says it's not too scary for me. I got some chips to play with. Defends the big with a king high as well, but we'll fold without making a pair on the flop. Interesting to see what he does with ace jack in the small blind. Could just call. There it is. Giving the suited king the opportunity to come along in the big, and he flops a flush draw with the straight draw and bottom set for clockwise. Go Leafs go, overbet jams. Call from the set. Club or 4. The 4 will do. Pair the board. Nope. This thing will continue 6-handed for a little bit longer. Could have lost our shorty there. I mean, he's getting it in with fair amount of equity, so the overbet all in makes sense. Here's a cooler. What the heck's gonna happen? Ace king. Facing a limp, we'll put in the raise. Gonzalez sneakily playing the jack. Go Leafs go. Comes along with the suited ace. Jack's call. King high board. Naza's gonna look to scoop this one. Almost always a small bet will get through. Maybe Gonzalez calls 1 bet. There's spades out there. He doesn't have a spades, so he's unblocking ace jack, queen jack, spades. Jack 10 of spades. Ace on the turn, that's top 2 pair. Should be an easy time folding the jack now. Doop-a-da-doo, ace jack suited. For a few players. Wow. A few as in 2, I mean. Hot mark with ace jack suited in the small blind could just rip it in here. And I think it would get through. Ace jack for Stevie. Not an easy call off. You have the same hand. Let's see it though. Would not be surprised to see the fold, and there it is. Nicely done by Hot Mark. Take down the blinds pre-flop. Ba-boop, ba-boop. Clockwise, ace-10 suited. Nazar with ace-3 suited in the big blind. Surely gonna defend. Could even 3-bet. Nope, just gonna come along to the flop the flush draw with the straight draw to boot. Do-ka-da-do, do-ka-da-do, do-ka-da-do. Ho, ho. Jack and a 10. Ooh. Ace and a king, ace and a jack, ace and a 5. Raoul. Are we gonna jam? Or are we gonna call? Do we 4-bet non all in? Nope, he just plays jam, ace jack quickly folds. Oops. This could be interesting. Ace 5 versus jack 9 suited. Blind on blind, jack high board. I don't think there's enough going on for Hot Mark to hang in there. Maybe with the ace high, but he says no, not today. I do think we've seen a lot of, not a lot of, like this slight tightening up as we're playing a no limit game. Like, for example, Clockwise having lost over 1 million chips, I think. Or right around 1 million chips. Just this one game, one blind level, you know? And you can't do that so easily in the other games, so it's weird stuff. Where I think it makes a lot of sense to play this game rather snugly. Like, for example, I think Gonzalez and Stevie have done a good job of tightening up. We'll see if he plays the ace deuce on the button. No, yeah, it's just not suited. He's just going to let it go. Whereas if we're playing strictly a no limit hold'em tournament, that's going to be a play on the button. 40 big blinds deep. This is also a final table. Things are just super interesting. There's too many different dynamics going on. It's like, how do you know which one to... which one dictates your way of play? Ace deuce. Uh-oh, Clockwise is gonna need the deuce, but a 9 on the flop. He's just dead. I think there might have been a nope. 9? Does a 9 chop the pot? Nope, that's a full house for Naza. Yeah, so just like that, Clockwise in one game went from the big stack bully to out of the tournament. Interesting. Ace 9 6 6 for Stevie, double suited. Pot limit Omaha, so no low hands, but there's high hands still, of course. 4-card game. This is gonna be fun. Do Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Queen, queen, 9-7 for Gonzalez. Gonna raise it up, and aces for Stevie. 3 bet, and the queens fold. Oh. Bow, 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 bow. 3 of a kind for Neza. Go Leafs go with the pair of 2s. Gonna fold so quickly. This is a ridiculous hand, Poker Stars. He even gets checked too. No action. Aces for Steve. There's a suit. Raise it up. Kings for Go Leaf go. There's a suit. 7-6 to boot. We're getting this in. Holy shit, he's gonna need some spades. A king on the flop. Ace on the turn. Holy shit. Just like that, set over set. Stevie, after being nice and patient in the No Limit Hold'em section, did a great job. Finds aces. Gets them in versus kings. So yeah, I gotta say, I like what I'm seeing from Stevie. And of course, Nazo with the huge 3 million chip stack. Not surprised to see them there. Just showing how much of a monster they are across all games. Just a gamer over there. Ace Jack 7 deuce hot mark. Coming along. Making the pair 2s. That's no good though. Backdoor flush draw. Nazo with 2 backdoor flush draws. Backdoor straight draw. The deuces go for a raise, represent the full house. Go for some protection. Nazo will fold the better hand, so I mean nicely done from deuce deuce. Or pair deuces, so it wasn't pocket deuces. What's going on here? Nazo with the ace 10 5 deuce. Interesting stuff. Ace 9 8 and a 5 for hot mark. Goes for the raise. Ace 9 8 and a 5 for Gonzalez, and he plays call from the small. Stevie queen 10 10 6 ace high board, 1 pair for hot mark and Gonzalez, as they share the same freaking hand. Stevie making the nut straight on the turn though. Only 1 pairs for the other 2, so they're probably gonna fold if Stevie bets here. Doesn't want to see a spade on a free river. 1 fold from the ace 9. 2 folds from the ace 9. King Jack 10 7 double suited. Gonzalez raises. Pair 9s for Naza with a suit. And he plays call, making a pair of queens. Straight draw for Gonzalez on a 3 flush board. Not too good, but looks good enough for a bet for them. What's going on? Hot mark with a pair of 10s. 10-8 makes a straight. That'll take the whole dang pot. Gotta say I like the pot limit Omaha variety over the high-low variety. One person just scoops the whole dang pot, providing there's no chop. 10 10-4-6-6. Nasa plays from the button and gets it through. Hot mark, ace-9 for deuce. Ace-10 for deuce. Why are these guys getting the same freaking hands? Queen-7 for flop. Pair of sevens is good for the time being. Not easy to hang in there with a 7-10. If Hot Mark wants to get crazy, it could be his pot. Jack on the river, the sevens are still good. Stevie checks and checks, wins the pot, 75k. Good to do. Jacks and sixes. Interesting. We'll see if it's a play. Folded round to him. Gonna limp it in. It's double suited. Nasa with the big stack and king jack. 7-4. We'll check it back. Flopping a straight draw to a 5 and the backdoor spades. Top set for Stevie. Min bet from Nasa gets called, and Nasa makes the straight. Seriously, PokerStars? And you give Stevie the flush draw, so he has to call? Oh, this is ridiculous. He can't fold. He's got the boat outs. He's got the flush outs. Doesn't matter if Nasa has a straight. And you just put a queen of spades out there for him? Seriously? Just a big old brick? At the very least, I don't think he's going to ever raise here on the river, but it's going to be hard to fold your set of sixes. He could even be betting worse sets. It's like a call. If you find the fold, good on you. Okay, so 6-4, 5-4, 3-4, 2-4, ace-4, 7-4, make it straight. There's lots of straights out there. Stevie in the end will pay the bet. Not surprised to see that. Gonzalez in the big blind. Ace queen jack 9. 8-5-3 flop. Are you serious, PokerStars? Where's the action? Pair of sevens for Nasa? This is ridiculous. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, we switched up games. Deuces 7 triple draw. Okie dokie. So we're looking to make low hands. This is fun. Stevie with a 3 and a 2. Not gonna play 6-5-9. Not gonna play Deuce 5-7. Gets a walk. The 4-8-6. We'll see if he holds on to the 8 even. 5-4-7. We'll find the fold. Okay. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Gonzalez making a 10 low. We see a pretty damn strong 7-6-4-3. He's gonna stand pat. 7's not what Gonzalez wanted. Looking for a 5 or a 6. 5 will give him the best of it. Stevie's fucked. He just banged it off on the last draw. Oh no, how do we fold our 7 high or 7 low? He's even sticking in a raise. This is horrific. No. Horrific timing. Is that the nuts? The 7 to deuce? Oh my lord, huge pot. Horrific last card there. Stevie pays a huge price. Oh, Stevie, man, was playing so good. Made a strong low with the 7-6, 4-3 deuce. Hot mark, getting rid of the 4, picking up a queen. That's not any good. Gonzalez has the best of it with a jack low. He's gonna call. 1 draw remaining. Look at this for hot mark. He makes a 7 low or 8 low, and Gonzalez with the jack low. He stood pat. He's gonna call on the river, hoping hot mark makes a pair. Sees the bad news. Hot mark 1.1 million chips. Why did I start things off with 100? Wow. Anyways, nothing doing for NASA, so this would be blinds for hot mark. Gonzalez with the 4-5-7. Gonna face a raise. NASA with 7-6-3-4, making a 10 low. He's gonna stand pat. No! Gonzalez making the 8 low here. This is hilarious now. I mean, his run's going pretty good, right? Doop-a-doo-doo, doop-a-doo-doo-doo, doop-a-doo-doo. Stevie gets a walk. Oh no, he raised it up, my bad. Gets a walk this time. Do-do-do-do-do. Aces for Gonzalez. Oh, we're playing Raz, my bad. Not Raz, low ball, my bad. Stumbling over words. Forgetting what's relevant. 8 low for NASA, 9 low for Mark. 1 draw remaining. He's going to ditch the 9, and he picks up an ace. He's going to have an easy fold now. Damn, shame there for hot mark. At least he read the situation well. Understood he was behind. Do-ba-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. What's going on here? 4-8 deuce for Mark. Jack low for Gonzalez. He's got 4 real good cards. The 9 low on the river for Mark. Stands pat, and he's going to take the pot. Won't even bet it though. Anyways, 500k going his way. Queen is not good for Mark here, but NASA makes a pair of 5s, so what can you do? Another queen for Mark? Seriously? NASA with a 10 low. Goes check check, and he takes another pot. Almost 3 million chips again. 8 low for Mark, gonna stick in the raise. He does have the worst of it here. 3 bet from Stevie. 2 draws remaining. He stands pat. This is just gonna be expensive, isn't it? Stevie checks. Okay, we're checking things down now. Standing pat. There's not too many bets left, Stevie. Surely we're gonna stick the raise in, right? Go get some value, bucko. There's 1 bet, and hot mark will just fold. I don't know this game, so if I'm being completely honest with you, maybe in that situation you're just so unlikely to get paid, even if he's standing pat. So maybe it's like not worth a raise because you're only getting called by worse, or sorry, better. You're never getting called by worse, potentially. I don't know this game enough to know. If I'm being honest with you, I only know the very basics for just about every one of the 8 games game. There's a few tips and tricks you can pick up just from playing yourself, but it takes some real lengthy experience to actually understand what the hell these players are doing here. NASA makes a 7 low. Is this the nuts? Again, it's the freaking nuts. This is the best hand you can make. No action though. Stevie with the 4-8 deuce. We'll get a call from the 4 deuce, which hangs in there and throws away 3 cards, picking up a 7. I wonder if he's going to hang on to the 9. Probably not. Does call, throws away 2 cards, picks up a 5. Stevie has the worst of it with an ace now. Oh no, he's going to ditch that ace. 10 for Gonzalez. Uh-oh. Stevie picks up a 5. Okay, he's got the best of it now. Gets a little lucky there. Needed something lower than the 10. Even going to get paid off on the river. Gonzalez is hoping that Stevie made a pair or just picked up a high card or something. Hoping the 10 low is good. Unfortunately not. Alrighty, Rue. What the hell's going on here? 7-6-4. Stevie will just fold. Interesting. 4 to a 7 low for Steve. 4 to a 9 low for Mark. Will he pay any bets here? Pair 3s for Stevie. Would have to throw away that 3. Ooh. 7-6-4. Stevie, do we play? Nope. 8-3 deuce in the big for Gonzalez comes along. Gonna chuck away the jack and the 9, picking up an 8 and a 10. That's no good. Still coming along. Chucks 2 away again. Gets 2 horrific cards and comes along again for another draw. We had an 8 low for Hot Mark. Gonzalez doesn't. I don't get this game. I don't like. Is he priced in? That's gotta be what it is, right? Alright, we're switching up games to limit hold'em. This one's gonna be fun. Back to the game that makes a little bit more sense. Super simplistic. Ace. We raised in the small blind, of course. Queen 10 comes along. Hot Mark with the double gutter to a king or a 9. Backdoor spades. We'll put in the re-raise on the flop here. Naz has got top pair. 6 is no help for Mark. Deuce on the river, giving Naz a top and bottom. Nazo will bet and take it. Pair of 9s for Gonzalez, a pair of 9s for Nazo. The 4 kickers plays for the time being. On most runouts it won't. 7 of spades, giving Gonzalez the flush draw. The 4 already doesn't play. Nazo will find the fold. Nicely done by them. Even though you were chopping the pot. So it wasn't so nicely done. What am I talking about? Uh-oh. We just saw a pair fold out a pair. 9s for Mark. Get no action. Jack 10 for Gonzalez. Mark with the ace and a 9. Only 1 spade for him. Picking up another on the turn. Open-ended straight draw for Gonzalez. 3rd spade comes in on the river for Mark. Jack high will fold. Queens, wow. No action though. 10 deuce. Calls what? Doesn't make a pair, does find the fold. 9s for Nazo. Stevie's king 10 already folded in Hot Mark's shoes. All of his outs are dead. This isn't good. Oh, just kidding. There's a king on the turn. Very, very lucky. Even though this would typically be a flip. Having Hot Mark folding your outs, that's no good. It doesn't matter anymore. King on the river. Look at all the kings. Naza, check it down, dude. Might try to get called by a 4 or 3. He's not gonna like to see the raise come in on the river. Are we priced in to call is the question. There's very few boats. 4s and 3s would probably raise at some point. Queens, unlikely. It's kind of like a king or flush. Suited ace for Steve. Raising. Nazo with queen 6. He will defend in position. Jack 5 deuce, 1 diamond for Stevie. Nasa's gonna fold on the flop. Ooh, aces. Nasa with 5-8 suited facing the 3-bet. Will come along, flop bottom pair. Probably not good enough for him. Well, we're making our way all the way down to the river. So what I once thought would just be a fold on the flop ends into 3 streets of value for the aces. That's kind of funny. 10s and 9s. This is pretty dirty, Poker Stars. Both making diamonds as well. No 9, so Mark is just fucked. And I mean, even if he made a 9 on the river, he's still playing the flush. So just a nice pot going Gonzalez's way. And Hot Mark's getting queen 10. He's just getting forced to pay. Queen's dead. 9-5 deuce. How long will deuces hang? Or sorry, 7-5. There's no deuce out there. I was thinking, how long does Nasa hang on to the deuces? He even bets out the turn, and we'll take it down. Gonzalez on the button. 10-5 suited. Woo! Flopping a straight draw and flush draw. 7 queen diamond. 7 will do middle pair. No good for Steve. I'm gonna check it over. 1-9 to a 10 out there. When will he fold the ace 9? Oop! Now we're chopping the pot. That's funny. No action for the 6s. Ooh, king queen suited versus ace king. This will be fun. Nasa puts in a raise, and he's going to face the 2-bet on the flop. Ace king going for some value and protection. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. What's going on here? Hot Mark with the queen and a 10. It's suited. Nasa with 4s. Bum 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 bum. 4 on the flop here, and it's a queen high board. This is pretty dirty for Hot Mark. Pretty rude, Poker Stars, if I do say so myself. Bum 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 bum. What's going on? 4 and a 7 of the same suit. Nasa looking to pick up some more chips. Gonzalez says, not so easy, buddy. I got a pair of 6s, I'll hang in there. Will he put in the raise? And he does. 4-7 with 3 to a straight flush will fold. Hot Mark. Not gonna raise the king 6, I don't think. Nasa gets a walk. King 9 suited. What do we do? Steve in position. Gonzalez with an ace. Okay, king 9 just hits the muck. Wow. Ace for Steve. In third place, he might just be tightening on up right now. Just kind of hanging out. As we see a queen high board, a diamond's no good for Mark, and he's going with his pair. He's going to need a king or 8 non-diamond. Gonzalez making the nuts on the river. Boop-a-da-doo. Now in first place. 2.7 mil. Don't do it, Nasa. Fold. Deuces going for the raise. Stevie with queen 4 in the big. Will find the fold. King and a 3. Folding it out. Do. Stevie, ace jack. We'll play it this time. Straight draw for Gonzalez to a 6. Weird spot, comes along, makes a pair of 7s. How long do you hang in there? You won't face a bet. Stevie will make a straight. One-liner to the jack or 6. Don't call, find the fold. I wonder if he thinks maybe he's just got some broadways like king queen. Would a 1 pair go for value here? Would a 1 pair bet on the turn? These things going through Gonzalez's head, he will find the call in the end. Switching up the game. Excuse me. Switching up the game, limit Omaha, high-low. What in the world is getting going here? 2 pair versus 2 pair? 6 on the turn. Is there any lows out there? Ace 8 makes a low. Ace 5 makes a low. No, it doesn't. He plays ace 8 as well. 7 on the river. That's a straight for Naza. And an even better straight for Gonzalez. So he's getting 3/4 of the pot here. Although, does Naza just get half of it? No, he gets 1/4. Nice little pot there for Gonzalez. It is a little bit unfortunate that we're getting into our limit games, as we might get heads up. A super deep heads up battle with a bunch of limit games is some bullshit, let me tell you. This could get silly. What's going on here? 2-4 making a low with the pair of 3s with jacks. Gonzalez got this thing locked up. Naza will fold 9s. Ace jack deuce flop. Both players with a pair. Low draw for Gonzalez. 2 pair for Steve. Jacks and 9s. Straight draw to the queen. This game is so weird, eh? Okay, bets it out on the turn, and then the straight draw with a low comes along, takes half the pot. Steve with the low and straight draw, facing a raise from the set. He's gonna make the low. This is silly stuff. Steve needs a 2. Nope, he needs a 5. The 6 will not do. He's still got the low, so he's still gonna call, of course. Boo-ba-da-doo, but we chop the pot. Oh, how ridiculous this is. Chopping pots non-stop. We got 2 pair versus 2 pair, the same 2 pair. And now we both got 3 pair. Is there somebody got a low? 6-4, nope. He's at least got a straight draw to the 5. The 6-4 makes a low now. So Naza would get 3/4 there. Nice fold from Gonzalez. A6-5-4 for Steve with the low draw. And a pair of aces, a 10 on the turn. Naza with the nut straight now, with the redraw to the spade. He's also got a low draw, but it's no good. 10 on the river. Pairing the board. Does NASA go for more value here? That he does. Steve with no low but top pair. Fold, Steve. The pot's so big, the bet's so small, he might end up calling. Nope. Queen, queen, 3-5 gets a walk. NASA with the ace and the queen and the 7. What's going on here? Ace 10, 4-5 comes along with a straight draw to the 7? Or what? That's it? Now a jack? Okay, that will do. Interesting stuff going on from Gonzalez, let me tell you. Drawing to a 7, picks up a straight draw to a jack, bangs it off on the river, flush completes. In this silly game, we still go for value. Nice pot for Gonzalez, 3.3 million chips. Top set for Steve. NASA with a low draw and 2 pair. Facing a raise, you're not going nowhere. 4 on the turn brings in the low and a straight draw now to a deuce, a 6. Is that true? 7, isn't it? Although it's a pretty scary card, 5-6 gets there. 9-6 gets there. 9 jack gets there. Goes check check on that scary river, and Stevie takes a nice pot. Boo 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 boo. Do 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 do. Aces and deuces. Do do do. Oh my, NASA flopping a flush here. At least Gonzalez has a low draw. Any 4, 6, 7, 8 will do. Another spade, that's not it. NASA with the second nards. Gonzalez putting in some more chips. Ace on the river, that's no low for him. Uh-oh, and he goes for more value and he sees the horrific news. NASA does a good job of slow playing the second nuts. Getting max value. I don't know if a raise on the river there would get called by the set of aces. Who knows what he would do with worse flushes? Would he even call off the river raise? It looks pretty obvious what NASA would have had having played the way he did on the river. You don't expect just some random call, check raise bluff on the river. Pair of 2s came along. They pick up a straight draw and the low draw. Making the low on the river and deuces hold. So the ace 8 low is no good. We're gonna switch up the game. That was kind of funny. Funny little river action there. So Raz, we're looking to make low hands. The king is horrific for Steve. He's gonna fold after. Did he raise or did he just bring in? No, he just brought in. Probably gonna see a lot of that. A lot of bring-ins. Raise here from Stevie with the 4. NASA might re-raise him. Could just call too. Not gonna fold. Picking up a pair of 8s, that's no good, and the 3 looks scary. He could think that 3's likely to pair Steve, who now makes a 9 low. NASA with some outs to the 8 low, so he's not dead. 2 more cards to come. Will he pay off some bets? 3 will do. Oh no! The 5 for Steve. He makes a 7 low. Oh no, this is horrific news for NASA. He might just end up finding a fold with an 8 low. But it's a damn good hand. He does find the fold. Nicely done. Eight spring in. Raise from the 10-6-5. 8-6 calls. An ace for Gonzalez will bet and take it. Do 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 do. What's going on here? Ace queen 9 3, looking at Naz's king and the something. Ace king jack. What's going on? This shit's going so quick. 8-3-5 for Gonzalez raising. Don't think Naz is gonna continue. Maybe he will. He does with 3 to a 10 low, picking up a deuce. The board pairs for Gonzalez, and he picks up a 6, so he's got 4 to the 8 low, 4 to the 10 low for Naza. Does have the best of it right now, considering Gonzalez has a pair, but a deuce is just bad news. Very strong hand for Gonzalez here. Gonna bet. Naza makes the 10 low, and no, he doesn't improve. He just picks up a pair of 7s. Gonzalez improves, right? 2, 3, 4. No, there's no 4. 2, 3, 6, 5, 7. 5 cards. There we go. He's gonna get a full payout there, up to 3.3 mil. Stevie, 3 in a row almost. Facing the raise from Naza with 3 to a 7 low. Gonna get it through. 3 to a 7 low for Gonzalez, and a 4-3 comes along for Steve. He picks up a 10. Bad cards there. Can just move along. A pair of jacks. That's no good. Betting and taking the pot down. Naza raise. Oh, we're seeing some nice aggressive plays here. The 7-6 jack doesn't look too appealing, but it's gonna come along. 8-7 deuce. Picks up an ace. That's good news. What's going on here? Naza has an 8 low. Gonzalez, do you have an 8 low too? Is this slightly better as well? This is slightly better. He puts in the raise. Holy shit. Naza in a pickle here. Plays call, picks up a pair of 4s. That doesn't matter. It goes check. Gonzalez takes down a nice pot. Another million chips going his way. Wow. Bow. King 6 deuce for Steve brings it in. Raise from the 6-5-4. Steve getting a good price. We'll find the fold anyhow. 8-3 deuce. Ooh, looks playable. Facing a raise from Naza, Gonzalez bumps it up. 9-5-4, obviously behind, but still has plenty of potential to catch up here. Gonzalez picks up a 7. That's a pretty damn good card for him. Down. 8 and a 10 for Gonzalez. That's no good. As he makes a 10 low. Naza making an 8 low, 9 low. Still has the best of it here, and there's a million chips in the middle. Wow. What's going on here? 10 low versus a 9 low. Gonzalez in the tank, thinking about making the hero fold. Nope, he calls instead. A huge pot going Nasa's way. Bow, 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 bow. Stevie with 3 to a 5 low, picking up an 8. That's good news for him. Nazo with a queen low right now. Has the best of it, but it's going to need some help. A 9's a fair start. As Stevie's got 2 pair. And a queen on the last card for him. Nazo's going to get all of this one. Although Stevie's got a scary board, I wonder if he ever bluffs. Nope, not going to happen this time. 3 to the 6 low for Gonzalez. Raise and take it. 3.5 million chips. Kind of the same deal as the last hand. Ace 6 deuce. Ace 8 3 for Naza. Picks up a 10. And Gonzalez with a king. Oh, and he even sticks in a freaking raise here. What the hell? Yeah, no kidding. Naza sticks in another raise. Makes a pair of 10s. Okay, Naza drawing to a 10 low. It's very freaking obvious Gonzalez making a jack low. So Naza is still behind here. He's going to be priced in to come along, makes the 10 low, and Gonzalez with the jack low is fucked. Huge pot going Naza's way. Interesting stuff there. What in the world happened? Ace 9 3, Naza raises. 3 to the 8 low for Gonzalez. He'll stick in another bet. Price of poker goes up, friends. He makes a pair of 6s. But it's hidden. Naza doesn't know that. Naza still comes along. King for Gonzalez, jack for Naza. Naza leads. Wow. With the pair of 6s, you might just fold here. There it is. Nicely done by Naza to figure that shit out. Wow. 6-5-4. Gonna put in the raise. Naza calls with the 9-3-4, picking up a queen. Seeing Stevie pick up a 7. We'll have an easy fold. Switching it on up now. Okay. Got some limit stud. So now we're trying to make the best possible hands. Pair of 8s is a good start for Stevie here. Naza with the king 9 deuce. Not a good combo. Calls and picks up a king. 3 to a flush for Steve, so he's got some equity. Can't know that Naza's just picked up a better pair though. 4 to a flush now for Steve. Naza will lead on out. Doesn't want to see a check back. 3 to a flush for him. Now queens and 8s are best. Naza gonna need a king, a jack, a 9, 6, or deuce. 1 deuce is dead. 1 card to come. Facing a raise. 10 is not it. Stevie makes a boat. He's got this thing locked up. Even gonna get another street of value. Nice big pot for Stevie as chips are flying around. Jack 10-7 comes along, makes a pair of 7s, which are best. Interesting. 10 of hearts for Steve though. We'll just find the fold says I could have a whole lot better going on here with what's showing, and you're still leading into me. 3 ways to the first street. Or is pre-flop the first street? I don't fully know. No, I don't. Gonzalez with a straight draw to an 8. Pair of 6s is good for the time being for Naza. Goes check, check. Deuce of diamonds is a total brick for Gonzalez, and he will throw his hand away. 6s this time for Gonzalez. Ooh, and the queen 10-5 goes for the raise. Naza will stick in a re-raise. Interesting stuff. Do. Gonzalez picking up a 5. That's no good. It don't matter. Nazar doesn't have nothing, so we move along. Do. So with the ace queen 7, picking up a pair of 7s, giving him the lead. 3 to a flush. Pair of 3s for Gonzalez. What's going on here? 3 of a kind now for Gonzalez. Pair of 7s for Naza, no good anymore. We'll just check him down. 1 million chips going over to Gonzalez's way. Huge pot. The king 9 deuce, raising it up and taking it down. Ace 10 3 with the bring in. Naza showing a king, we'll put in a raise. We see a call, jack for Gonzalez, pair of kings for Naza, we'll take it. Stevie racing the ace 9 6 with the suited ace. Interesting stuff. Looks like a valuable learning lesson right there, letting you know what you can raise and whatnot. Ace queen 8, we'll raise and take it. Bring in gets the blinds, or sorry, the antes. Things are going swift. What the hell's going on here? We got a call from the king queen jack, making a pair of jacks, betting and taking it. Ooh, 3 to a flush for Gonzalez. 4 to a flush now. Pair of 3s for Steve. He's gonna lead on out. He doesn't know about the bad news. Can he just find the fold here? No, he's gonna call. He's blocking hearts. Interesting stuff. Looking to make 2 pair. Stevie makes 3 of a kind. Straight draw for Gonzalez with the flush draw. Queen on the river, that will give him the best of it. Stevie doesn't boat up. He's gonna bet and he's gonna pay another bet. Oh, he checks it over. Nice sneaky check. Just gonna pay the bet, right? There we go. We'll see the bad news. Stevie did a good job of getting some chips off in Naza, but unfortunately just the setup there. Gonzalez takes a huge pot, up to 4 million chips. 8's come along for Steve. Picks up a king. He's going to lead on out, and there's going to be a fold from Gonzalez. Naza with the bring in. Gonzalez calls. Stevie calls. Uh-oh, Naza disconnects. Yo. He's back. Pair of 4s now for Steve. Does have the best of it. Leads on out. Gonna get some folds. Aces for Gonzalez. This will be fun. Any action? Naza does play hands, but not this one. Not the 10-6-4, no suit. Queen 9-6. Raising it up, and a pair of 9s will go for the re-raise. Gonzalez picks up another heart. That's interesting. Naza with a couple overs to the 9s comes along. He doesn't know he has 9s, obviously. do 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 do. Gonzalez, 2-pair versus 2-pair. Another big setup. This time going in Steve's way. He's got a boat. Bum bum bum. Gonzalez pays off the last bet, of course, with the 2-pair. Just unfortunate timing to make the 2 pairs. Naza with 10s. Gonzalez with 3 high cards. 2 to a flush comes along. Gonna fold unimproved though. Naza with queen, queen, king 10. Stevie with a pair of 9s, 3 to a flush. Is he gonna come along, look to make 2-pair? Picks up a diamond, but that's too late. Too little too late with the 3. 2 very strong kings and 10 pair for Naza. What a horrific sentence. Stevie comes along. 3 pair now for Naza. Stevie's staring at a 10, queen, 3, and a king. Looks rather disconnected. There could be some straights out there in 2 pairs. Stevie just hoping to catch a bluff there. But not this time. Stud high low now. So what the hell's going on? No low yet for Gonzalez, but just 1 card away with a pair of 2s, even as the lead in the high hand. Stevie folds. Naza getting a walk, that's nice. A suited ace for Gonzalez with a deucey to go along. 7-3-3 for Naza, picking up a queen. That's a pretty shit card. No heart, no spade. He comes along anyhow, picking up the 8 of hearts. So he's got a low and the flush draw to go along with it. Pair of 3s are good too. And he's gonna face a raise from the ace, queen, jack. No pair, no low draw, no straight draw. Naza calls. Ace, oh, that's so dirty. Why'd you have to do him like that, Poker Stars? Pair of 3s fold. Bam, bada, bam. Boo, bada, boo, 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 do, 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 do. 4 to a low for Gonzalez, 4 to a straight. Makes the low. Pair of 7s and 4s for Stevie. What are we looking for, Gonzalez? A deuce is not it. He's looking for a 6. Instead, he's just got the low, and we're going to see the 2-pair call. Stevie with 3 low cards, picking up 3 to a flush. Pair of jacks for Naza. 4 to a low now for Steve. Has 2 more cards coming. Picks up the low, there it is. And he's even got some straight looking shit going on. Makes a pair of 5s, but that doesn't matter. He's not winning the high pot. Gonna get half the chips back if he finds a call. That he does. 3 to a low for Steve. Just gonna take it down with the bring in. Pair of 3s for Gonzalez. Naza with 10s. Plays raise and a re-raise from the 3s. Wow. Deuce for Gonzalez. 2 to a low. Picking up an ace. Interesting stuff. The 5-8-3 doesn't look too interesting for NASA. The ace 8-3 deuce. How scary is that? It looks like a low hand. NASA will fold the tens anyways. Nice bet there from the non-made hand. Queens for NASA, tens for Gonzalez. Another setup here. Queen and a deuce, that's no help. NASA's queen's holding on up. Do 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 do. Aces for Steve, no action. That's a shame. We're just gonna move along. Wait for some coolers. Do 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 do. Ooh, ace king queen all suited. That's pretty for Gonzalez. Pair of eights for Steve. Just hit the muck. NASA with the 10-5 deuce. Won't play. Unfortunate. We could have saw a royal flush. Real unfortunate. What's going on here? A couple of non-made hands and tokens. All this makes a pair of kings. The big stack will just get bigger. Stevie with the low draw will find the fold, unfortunately. 8-5-6 looks like fun. Stevie, the short stack, will still come along. Just plays call, picks up a pair of eights. Gonna lead it out. 4-2 a low for Gonzalez. Picking up a king, that's no fun. He's gonna find the fold. 9-6-3 for NASA. Do we just fold this? Yep. So the two shorties under 1 million chips. Stevie not too far away. Might get a few here providing the run out is clean. 7 would be pretty nice for Gonzalez. King and a queen. This is weird. Gonzalez bets it out again, putting Stevie in a weird spot. What do you do? Makes a pair of sevens. He's got the best of it, but how do you hang in there? He's just going to face a check anyways. And Gonzalez doesn't improve. He makes a pair of fours. This is just going totally to Stevie's way. Huge pot. Queen Jack 3 for NASA, thinking it over. We'll find the fold. The ace king 9 just plays call, picks up a 10. 4-2 a low for Steve. Will bet and take it. 1.37 million chips for him. 3-2 a flush. Will raise. 3-2 a low. Even better. Ace 8-5 just missing the flush draw. Slightly pipped with the 8 versus the 7, but has pretty well the same hand. Is this a 4-bet? Holy shit. Gonzalez picks up a jack. Stevie makes his low. Things look strong for Gonzalez, but he will just find the fold with no made hand. Three ways. NASA picks up a king, which is bad. 5 gives Gonzalez 4-2 a low. And a pair of 10s for Steve. Pair of 5s for Gonzalez. Checks it over. 2 pair 10s and 4s for Stevie. Ace gives Gonzalez the low. No low draw for Steve. Just sweating a 5. Steve makes a boat, so the 5 wouldn't have mattered. Beep-a-da-beep-beep-beep-a-da-boo. 2 pair will make the call here with the low. Get half the pot back. Oh, when we're switching it up, no limit hold'em, we could see some bust outs here. This could be the game that will change things. NASA could get right back in the game. Doesn't have too many blinds. This ace 8 might just rip. Effectively puts it all in. Gets it through. Ooh, queen 10 versus ace 10. Nasa's gonna get some chips providing there's no queen. No 6. Oh, we chopped the pot, for fuck's sakes. Oh my god. We just wanted to see NASA pick up some chips. Like, what the hell? 5 and a deuce. No action. I don't know why I thought something was going to happen. NASA needs a 10 and he smacks it. No, an ace. Are you serious, Poker Stars? So instead of the double, even when you get lucky, you get unlucky. We get this thing heads up. Pretty deep heads up battle. How many blinds are we playing? I'll have to wait till the big blind again. About 50k, so I think 40 blinds deepish. 8-7, no pair. We got a bluff, right? Blocking hearts. There's the bluff. Does ace high find the call? Nice call from ace king. So now we're 50 blinds deep. Pair of 7s look good for the time being. Jack 8 or 10 changes that. 8 hearts on the river. Nice start to the heads up battle for Steve. He's even going to get a value bet in. Ace 5 suited. Comes along to the flop. No pair yet for Steve. Ace on the turn, giving Gonzalez top pair. He checks it on over. Playing it sneaky. Deuce on the river. Changing absolutely nothing. Ace and a 10 versus a 5 or a 4 and a king. Ace Jack 8 flop. King high might call a bet. Not this time. 8 and a deuce, raising it up. 7-10 defends. King 5 flop. Small bet from Steve, and you'll take the pot. Queen 3, raising it up. Bottom pair for Steve. Ace on the turn. Gonzalez ain't bluffing their queen high, just looking to get down to showdown. Overbet. Just kidding, Gonzalez is not looking to get to showdown. Funny, overbet with the 6 pairs the board. So we see 6s go for the raise here. Ooh, 8s. King 7 calls. King 7 with the backdoor diamonds comes along. Boop-a-da-boo, boop-a-da-boo. Ace 10 suited for Steve. King and a 3 for Gonzalez. Again, we could see the king come along with... maybe not then. Maybe they're just teaching me a valuable lesson. Maybe the king only comes along with the backdoor flush draw. Even though I don't think that's true. But again, maybe they're just teaching me a lesson. 6 and a 10, coming along with the straight draw. Blocking ace 10, 10, 9. Facing a big bet on the river, we'll find the fold. Bum 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 ba down ba down down da down da down down da down da down 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 da down down da down down da down 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 da down down. The queen 3 going for a stab. The pair 10 hangs in there. Blocking straights and blocking flushes. Does Stevie fire? Stevie? No, he does not. 5 jack for Gonzalez. 6 and a queen for Steve. A raise? Oh, he sticks in a raise there. Interesting. Do 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 do. 6s for Steve. All in. Playing about 40 big blinds, taking the pocket pair and ripping makes some sense. Just to get a little bit of protection and whatnot. Okay, here's a cooler. Top pair for Gonzalez, bottom 2 for Steve. Do we raise for any protection? Get some value from worse pairs, heart draws, straight draws. There's so many out there. 8, 9, 8, 6, queen, jack, jack 9, jack 8. Holy shit, and he's gonna call it off here. He's gonna need king or 5 or 3. Nope, just a huge pot going Steve's way. Get it all in on that action flop. Wow. So we're back to 50 big blind poker just now. Gonzalez with the shorter stack with top pair. So many outs for Steve here. 2 pair for Gonzalez and more outs for Steve. 7 changes a lot. Counterfeits the 2 pair. But to be fair, Steve has bottom pair. Top pair for Gonzalez. So not too much going on there. Boo ba da boo 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 da boo. Boo 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 boo. Flush draw for Gonzalez, sorry. Now Stevie's got the flush draw. Would be a pretty dirty river if there's a heart out there. Steve could put in a raise here too. Blocking ace, jack, and hearts. There's the raise. Oh, what a dirty old heart on the river. Oh no. He might be able to fold the 9 high heart draw. Oh, it's so cheap. He's giving them a good price. Oh no, he makes a call in the end. Can't blame him. Ah, sheesh. Anyways, we move along to some pot limit Omaha. Hopefully this is Gonzalez's game. Maybe he can find a way to make a comeback. No limit hold'em again is that one game where you can lose so many chips. Stevie does a great job being patient. I mean, they took the ace out hearts and turned it into a bluff and then made the flush on the river, so who knows what would have happened if it wasn't a heart. We'll never know. Queen 8, 7, 6 for Gonzalez. Will he play this 4 in a row for Steve? He's just gonna limp it in. Sees an ace high board. Not what he's looking for, but the 4 is a good card. He now has plenty of outs. 3, 4, 3, 5. Wait, yeah, he doesn't even have the best hand. He's gonna bet and take it. Wow, I couldn't even count out the outs before things just had happened. Bad sentence, whatever. Top set for Steve. And he's got 4 of a kind. Don't see that too often. Boom, ba boom, boom, ba boom. Boom, ba boom, 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 boom. Gonzalez blocking the straight. What the hell do we do here? Oops. Gonzalez with the set. We bet when we make a set. Only top pair here for Steve. Blocking Jack 10. Hopefully you find the fold. Nice little pot going Gonzalez's way. Did get a street of value. Bum 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 bum. E655. Only 1 diamond out there for Steve. Not quite what he's looking for. Betting the third though. 9, 10, 10 comes along, making 2 pair on the turn. No diamonds here for Stevie. 2 pairs counterfeit. Ooh, a bluff would get through. Oh, well, Gonzalez blocks Queen 10, which is good. No bluff from Steve anyhow, so the pair of 10s is good. Top pair for Gonzalez. Betting a third, no action. What's going on here? A bunch of junk and bullshit. Not much of anything. Queen 8-8. With the best of it, blocking the straight. 6-3 deuce with a straight draw to the 5, but that's it. So he's gonna find the fold. A walk for the kings, that's no good. Easy deucey. Oh, this isn't high-low game. So the suited ace and the king matter more. 2 pair for Steve. Gonzalez's queens are no good now. Backdoor straight draw, will he come along? Backdoor flush draw. He does pick up some outs here with the 9 of diamonds. Any 10 or diamond will do. Big bet by Steve. Call from the draw and he binks a 10. Uh-oh. Probably not going to get any value here even if he jams. Stevie, hopefully he can find the fold. Doesn't block queen jack at all. Just ace king here. Oh, he does find the call in the end. Huge pot going Gonzalez's way. Put him on some missed diamonds. So we're just about tied up. That's no good as we're going to go to some limit games shortly. Going to be hard to get the chips in the middle. Spades for Steve. With the pair of 4s, jacks for Gonzalez. Blocking the straight draw, blocking the flush draw. Does he want to come along? He says yes. Makes a boat. Goes check check. Stevie picks up another pair. Blocking 10s and 4s. That doesn't matter here. Kind of does, but not really. Willie plays call. What a darn shame. Nice pot going Gonzalez's way. The pot limit almost has been good to him. Has a straight draw now to a 4. Stevie with a pair of 3s leads out. Picks up a club draw. Also has a straight draw to the 4, but a worst version of it. Bombs away too. I don't know why, but it gets through. 4 in a row for Steve. Top and bottom pair for Gonzalez. It's very vulnerable as there's the spade draw for Stevie, which comes in on the turn. Steve bets half pot. Gonzalez will fold. Can't draw to the full house for that price. Top pair for Gonzalez with the flush draw, turning the straight draw too. Any 8-9. Sorry, no. Any 8 or king. That's it. Wouldn't a 9 work? We won't get to see that. No, it wouldn't. It would only be 4 in a row. 3 of a kind for Gonzalez. Top pair for Steve with a shitty kicker. We'll find the fold. 8s and 5s. This is fun. Not gonna see a set or anything. Gonzalez folds the big blind. Queen jack deuce deuce for Stevie. There's spades. He says I'm not gonna play it. Stevie blocking the flush. So is Gonzalez with bottom set. So is Gonzalez and he has bottom set. Stevie makes a pair of 5s. Would have preferred a 3 or an 8. Ace on the river. Will Stevie bluff here? I think it would get called. Hard to fold a set. Oh no, he bets and he folds. I'm totally wrong. I don't got a clue what's going on. We're playing deuce to 7. Triple draw now. What the hell just happened there? Okay, so what's going on here? 3, 5, 8 for Stevie. 5, 6, 7, 9. For Gonzalez makes an 8. Or sorry, picks up an ace. That's no good. Bombs away. Stevie has to throw away at least the queen. Makes a 10 low. Oh, and Gonzalez is going to bluff here. Standing pat with the ace, hoping that Stevie makes a pair. But instead he makes the 10 low. He's going to fold. Nice bluff there from Gonzalez. Holy shit. The 6-8-3 raises and takes it. Or was it just a walk? Oh, look at this. Wait, is this straight good in this game? I don't remember if it still plays or not. No, you have to throw away a card. Okay. Snap bet from Gonzalez with the 2-4-5-3. An 8 low for Stevie. Sorry, 9 low. Goes check check and Stevie takes the pot. Boom, boom. 3-5 deuce. That's a good starting hand for Steve. 5-4 comes along, throws away 3 cards, picks up 3 other shitty cards, and he has to let go of the hand. 4-3-7 raises and takes it. 5 deuce for Gonzalez, calls, picks up a 7 and a 3. But Steve makes the 8 low. Gonzalez goes for the raise. He could be in some trouble here. Faces the 3 bet. Oh boy, he's gonna need a card. A 4, a 6, or an 8. Ace is not the card he was looking for. No draws remaining. He will have to check and fold. Do. Has a fair starting hand here this time. Nothing going on for Stevie. He's gonna fold. 7-6-4 gets no action. 3-5-7 gets no action. 7-3-6. Facing a raise from the blocking the fives. He's standing pat. He's doing the bluff again. Oh my lord, and it works again. With 3 of a kind blocking the fives. Huge bluff from Gonzalez. These are just turning out beautifully. What do we got going on here? A 10 low for Gonzalez, who's standing pat, 2 draws remaining. Stevie picks up 2 or 3 shitty cards. 2 are shitty. He's gonna hold on to 1, but not facing a bet. Interesting stuff going on here. 9 low for Gonzalez. Stevie could get rid of the king and the jack, but he doesn't want to have to pay to do that. 8-6-4, raise and take it. Whoa, just a deuce will raise. Gonzalez is playing everything. 2-3-7 plays raise, and Gonzalez comes along. He's gonna throw away 4 cards. He picks up a 7 and a 4. Okay, Stevie still has that queen, which blows. But if he can make a 9 low, he will be okay. Goes check, check. Pair of 7s now. Oh, and an 8 low for Gonzalez. Wow. He bets. A re-raise from Steve. And a call from Gonzalez. Oh no, Stevie turned his pair into a bluff. What's going on here? 5-6 deuce, making a 3. They both got the ace low. Stevie does have the best of it, and he'll get rid of that ace. Oh, he makes a 7 low. And Gonzalez with the 9 low bets. This would be a nice big pot going Stevie's way. Just about tied up again. 6-4 deuce for one player. Gonzalez with the 8 deuce, picking up a 3 and a 7. Serious? Nice little chuck away and pick up there for Gonzalez. Making a 9 low with 1 draw remaining. 10 low for Steve. Puts in the raise here. Gonzalez calls. Steve stands pat, and so does Gonzalez. Steve can't be liking his 10 low here. Goes check, check. 2 million chip pot for Gonzalez. 6 deuce. Going for the raise. The 5-4 comes along. Picks up a 2. So does Gonzalez, but he picks up an 8 as well. Stevie, it's not looking good here. Will lead out. Throws away the ace, picks up a 7, and Gonzalez picks up an ace, so Stevie's got the best of it. Interesting lead out. I don't understand. Just another learning lesson right there. Pair of 3s. That's not quite good, but he's got 4 other good cards. King is not what we wanted. 1 draw remaining, we bet. 10 low. We'll redraw, and he makes an 8 low. Stevie picks up a king, so this is going to be Gonzalez's pot. Don't bluff, Steve. Oh, he calls even, hoping that he makes a pair. Uh-oh. So a pair for Gonzalez. Stevie gets rid of 3. Gonzalez gets rid of 2, making a 9 low. King Jack would have to get rid of, or Stevie would have to get rid of King Jack. Not gonna pay to get rid of 2 cards there. 4 and a deuce, picks up a 7 for Gonzalez. 6-3-7 for Steve, comes along, getting rid of 2, picks up an 8. Gonzalez pairs his 4s with an ace. This is bad news for him. He will check and just get rid of 2 cards. Oh, and Stevie stands pat. Ace queen, that's no good. It goes check, check, and Stevie wins. Nice little play there from Steve. Boop-a-da-boo, 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 boop, 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 boo. Stevie throws away the 9 queen, picking up a deuce and a 4. 9 low for Gonzalez, and no, not the 7 low, just a pair of 3s. Making a 10 low, uh-oh. He's just gonna check and give up. Show him the 10 low. Gonzalez at about 5 million chips. 8-3 deuce, picks up a 6. Stevie getting rid of 2 cards again. Gonna have to get rid of that ace. And he's in horrific shape. He's gonna need only a... no, he can't even pick up a 3. He's just dead. Makes an 8 low. This is a huge pot, and Stevie will fold. Good fold there. Alright, limit hold'em. Switching things up. Not too many bets for Stevie, but he's starting things off strong here. Does have the dominating diamonds. Oh no, Gonzalez makes a pair of 10s. Queen of diamonds on the turn. Bring a diamond out there, dealer. Stevie with a straight draw or diamond. He's gonna stick it all in. Oh, queen on the river, that's the show, folks. Wow, nicely done from Gonzalez. I mean, it was a fun final table all around. It was just an interesting game. 8-handed, we got to learn some lessons. Even the shorties played nice and well. Got to see Go Leafs go pick up some chips clockwise. He played nice and aggressive with the big stack, and then there was this one game, I don't remember where, after he was picking up chips, yeah, it gets up to like 2 million. There was one game and one hand. Was it the no limit hold'em? Oh, I keep skipping. Yeah, it was the no limit hold'em. Just a dirty game. 6. What are we handed? 6-handed. You got the big stack. Things just happen. He gets it in here. Raul Gonzalez gets a nice double up. Oh, no limit hold'em. How you'll change the 8 game up. Anyways, fun final table. If you made it all the way through, thanks for checking this shit out. Don't be afraid to check out some more WCOOP from 2020. And adios.